get right into this explainer. Today we're unpacking 33 fascinating claims made by the Litharian text about a stone you have almost certainly seen sitting on a shelf in a New Age shop, amethyst. But this specific source goes way, way beyond mere aesthetics. They present a highly detailed, incredibly complex framework of physical, mental, and spiritual properties, all attributed to this striking purple quartz. So my goal today is to map out exactly what this text presents, structuring it so we can see the full picture of how this platform views the power of amethyst. I really want to start by asking this question to frame our completely impartial look at the source's bold assertions. We aren't here to prove or disprove these claims, but rather to thoroughly understand the holistic wellness ecosystem that the author, Sharat Sir, has constructed around this popular gem. By diving into these details, we're going to get a much clearer understanding of modern crystal healing philosophies as a whole. To make these 33 distinct claims easy to digest, we'll follow this quick agenda. 1. The anatomy of amethyst. 2. Physical healing in the body. 3. Mind, mood, and memory. 4. Spiritual energy and chakras. And finally, 5. Symbols, anniversaries, and tools. Okay, Section 1. The anatomy of amethyst, the geological makeup of the stone. The source outlines that despite being considered a rare manifestation of crystal, it is incredibly popular and structurally super durable. It's essentially a type of quartz, which is a very tough mineral. The text points out that it naturally grows as a six-sided gem, often found clustered together inside those hollow rocks known as geodes, which you can find all across the globe. Crucially, the author notes that it contains traces of manganese, and as we'll see, that supposedly plays right into its physical properties. Now, when it comes to visual quality, the source points out something really interesting. The color can range significantly. We're talking anywhere from a very dull, almost grayish purple, all the way to bright lilac or soft lavender. But if you want the absolute highest quality amethyst, according to the text, you're looking for one that features a medium to dim purple hue, heavily accented with little bits of pink. And because of that huge consumer demand for deep, rich color, the author warns that many of the super dark amethysts you see on the market, well, they aren't actually natural at all. Instead, they're heat-treated at extreme temperatures to artificially produce that striking dark shade of purple that a lot of buyers mistakenly believe is the natural ideal. Moving right along to Section 2, Physical Healing and the Body, the unacclaimed benefits for human physiology. All right, this is where things get wild. The author states the stone produces this specific far-infrared radiation, which purportedly creates a low level of calming warmth. The text notes that this radiation is so pronounced that amethyst is actually used to do warm imaging, basically representing pictures based on heat properties. Furthermore, the source asserts that experiments on animals and humans show this radiation acts as a slumber modulator. Basically, it calms the body to function almost like a natural tranquilizer for sleep. So the crucial point here is this cause and effect chain the source outlines. It's like a biological domino effect, ultimately leading to the faster delivery of bodily fluids. According to the text, the far-infrared heat directly boosts what they call microcirculation. That's the blood flow happening in the tiny capillaries right in your skin. By expanding the adaptability of your veins, the argument is that not just blood, but literally all organic liquids in the body accelerate their transportation, allowing everything to reach its destination much, much more rapidly. Because of that accelerated fluid transport we just talked about, the text attributes massive systemic support to the gem. They claim it can cleanse organs, boost the immune system, and enhance your overall body metabolism. It even goes so far as to assert that simply keeping this stone in your vicinity can help balance your blood sugar and boost the production of essential hormones. And beyond that broad systemic support, the author targets very specific ailments. It supposedly eases hearing troubles, alleviates physical aches and headaches, and addresses issues with the eyes, the scalp, and even your hair. Because it reportedly acts as an antioxidant, it's claimed to literally pull microscopic particles from the body, fight bacteria, and push cell regeneration so that physical wounds actually heal faster. Let's shift gears to Section 3, Mind, Mood, and Memory, psychological and emotional claims. Ever feel totally scattered? Well, according to the author, having this stone helps you feel significantly more in control of your faculties. By reportedly assisting in the transmission of neural signals, the text states that amethyst directly improves memory skills and your overall motivation. It's presented as this tool to clear away negative emotional fog, specifically dispersing anger, outrage, dread, and tension.
The ultimate takeaway here is that with all this mental clarity, your life objectives suddenly become much clearer, sensible, and way simpler to actually attain.
The source even points to an actual sleep experiment where subjects were completely unaware that the stone was under their pillow. The text highlights this specific study to argue that, hey, the benefits aren't just a placebo effect. According to the document, even when the subjects had no idea the amethyst was there while they rested, they still reported a measurably huge increase in their personal fulfillment levels after just a few nights. I mean, that's pretty interesting, right? Building on that slumber modulator effect we discussed earlier, the text claims amethyst acts as a powerful tranquilizer for insomnia. It asserts the stone provides a direct energetic link to the mind to relieve deep-seated trauma, reduce the severity of mental issues, and ease what the author really poetically calls passionate torment. If you feel like you've lost vitality to depressive scenes or emotional damage, the text presents this stone as a fast way to recharge your energy. Okay, Section 4, Spiritual Energy and Chakras, exploring the metaphysical properties. Now we are moving into the truly esoteric stuff. The text firmly positions the crystal as a powerful spiritual tool capable of providing profound wisdom and elasticity in decisions. It's labeled the Stone of Transformation. The author claims it actively fortifies and increases psychic abilities and mental imagery. If you struggle with a chaotic mind, they highly recommend it for meditation because it promotes deep inner peace. Plus, for those interested in the subconscious, the text notes it clears up your mind so you can easily recall your dreams. So how does this actually work spiritually? Well, the mechanics rely entirely on the idea of energy exchange. The author explains that because amethyst is a quartz, it naturally delivers perceptible magnetic fields. Since your human body also has its own magnetic field, the text asserts that just keeping the stone near you expands the span of your own biomagnetic field within seconds, literally seconds. This energy transfer is claimed to specifically target and transform the third eye and crown chakras. And finally, Section 5, Symbols, Anniversaries, and Tools, Practical Applications and Cultural Ties. Did you know that the etymological root of amethyst is a Greek word that translates to not ruined? This is fascinating because it directly ties into one of the stone's most prominent historical uses. Understanding where the word comes from really helps us see why ancient cultures valued it so highly, and why modern alternative medicine platforms continue to recommend it for very specific behavioral issues today. The source firmly claims that this not-ruined Greek origin connects directly to its supposed ability to fight deep-rooted habits and addictions. The author states it's an incredibly good stone for combating liquor addiction, as well as dependencies related to food, sex, and other compulsive behaviors. And on a more astrological note, the text also briefly identifies amethyst as the definitive lucky stone for anyone born under the Pisces zodiac sign. Got an anniversary coming up? The experts cited in the text specifically recommend gifting your spouse an amethyst on these exact wedding anniversaries. So if you are approaching your 8th, 16th, or 24th year of marriage, the source suggests that this specific gemstone is the absolute ideal traditional gift to exchange, which likely ties right back into those themes of promoting peace, memory, and emotional elasticity we covered earlier. Now, this is where the text wraps up and does something really fascinating. It pivots. After detailing all 33 incredible properties of natural amethyst, the author introduces their own alternative medicine device called Vibs-Kata, or VK for short. The claim here is that this proprietary tool can completely mimic the energetic frequency of the amethyst stone, delivering all those physical, mental, and spiritual benefits we just covered, but with supposedly perfected energy that works even better than the natural stone itself. Having reviewed these 33 claims, I really want to leave you with this thought on how you personally choose to view and interact with the world around you. Whether you see amethyst strictly as a durable, six-sided geological marvel containing manganese, or whether you totally align with the source material's claims of it being a master healing stone capable of expanding your biomagnetic field, the text forces us to consider the environment we curate for ourselves. What tools, symbols, and energies are you intentionally bringing into your own space to find balance? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning and keep asking great questions.